Hey everybody, Dominic Marconi here. On October 7th, we will have our fall virtual general meeting as well as conducting virtual elections for the OPGA board. We'll be electing a secretary, and at this time, I'd like to introduce John Kawasoe, head golf professional at Astoria Golf and Country Club. He's been a member for 22 years and currently serves on the OPGA board as our past president. John, why don't you take a moment to let everybody know just a little bit more about you?
All right, thanks, Dom. Well, I've been here at Astoria for 18 years of those 22 PGA member years. Couldn't think of a better place to be than Astoria Golf and Country Club. It's been a wonderful experience for me so far. Hopefully, I've got another several years here at the club. I started out in Las Vegas, Nevada at Angel Park Golf Club. Moved back to Oregon in 1994 and worked for everybody's favorite pro, Billy Roshko. And then I had a short stint at Sandy Am Golf Club as the head golf professional. And then I was fortunate to start and be there to open Mallard Creek, where Mark Tunstall has taken that torch and run really, really well with that. But, leading up to now, I've been here 18 years, and it's been the greatest move of my life.
Excellent. Why do you feel it's important to run for the OPGA board?
There are a lot of reasons I feel it's important, but number one, and most important reason is our chapter is in a really strong position right now. We have great leadership, both on the executive committee and, the other directors on the board. And I feel it's important to continue our leadership, and look to keep our strong position within the section and improve upon things, for the future. So I feel like those are, keeping our board and, with solid leadership and keeping people active and, and willing to help everyone out is a very important thing for us to all be doing.
And if elected, what can you assure the members of the Oregon chapter?
I'd like to be able to assure a lot of things, but the one thing I can assure is that I will always have an open door policy, listening to comments on within our chapter, but I'll always have an open ear to all inquiries about our chapter. This will be my second, if elected, it'll be my second run through the chairs. So I feel like I can assure you that I have mental notes and obviously some real notes on things that I personally thought I dropped the ball on as the secretary the first time around, as the vice president, and certainly as a president. So I assure everyone that I will do my best to improve upon those things. I assure everyone that I will always keep the best interest of the Oregon PGA in mind, and will never try to do anything that is gonna hinder our chapter.
And John, why don't you tell us anything else you feel would be important for the Oregon chapter members to know?
Again, having been on the board now for a lot of years, we have always positioned ourselves as leaders in the industry, especially within the 5 chapters in the Pacific Northwest PGA. I want to continue our quest to be the leaders, and selfishly, I think we're the best chapter out there. So I want to continue that, and then build upon that and do things that maybe some sections aren't doing that we do within our chapter, that that we're always trying to lead when it comes to all that. I would be remiss if I didn't say we have an outstanding executive director, and I feel like part of one of the biggest roles we have as board members and as members of the Oregon PGA is to support Dominic Marconi. I certainly will, strive to do that. Dominic has done a terrific job. I was fortunate enough to be part of the hiring committee, and I've said for a long time the best thing I've ever done as a board member was to hire Dominic Marconi. So I will continue my efforts to support everything that Dom does for the Oregon PGA. I'm really excited about another opportunity to run through the chairs, continue to work with the great pros that are on our board. I don't think people really understand how much of a learning process being on the board is, and I'm excited to continue that learning process, both about the Oregon PGA, the Pacific Northwest PGA, and the PGA of America. There are a lot of things that are happening within our organization that you don't get to know about if you're just run-of-the-mill golf pro that hasn't put themselves out there to be part of the leadership committee. So I'm excited about that opportunity again. And then last but not least, we had our good friend Sean Fredrickson pass away this year. And Sean and I were very, very close. And one of the things, one disagreement he and I had was when I did not run for section secretary a couple of years ago. I just at that time was not, I just didn't want to do it. And Sean and I kind of disagreed about that. And I felt bad, but I just told Sean I wasn't ready to do it. And, with his passing, this is my way of honoring him. His forte was, giving back and providing service to the membership. So I want to carry that on in his name.
Great. Well, John, I appreciate you taking the time today to share a little bit more about who you are to the membership. And I want to wish you the best of luck in the process. And we will see you soon.
Well, thank you very much. And appreciate everything you do, Dom.